What is going on, YouTube? It's Dagreenshiz here, back with another video. Going to be going through some of the things I pulled recently out of a booster packs with my boy Professor Oak, and talking just a little bit about different things going on. So, recently did a box break with Professor Oak. I actually cracked open what I believe is the first ever Magic the Gathering box I've ever opened in my entire life. Sorry for the lighting. Too lazy to get my fat ass up and turn on the light. It is what it is. So, opened up some Magic the Gathering. No shot in the box I opened. This was a set booster box. 30 packs. No chance at a serialized card. Those boxes are still absurdly priced because of the things inside of them. Was a good time, though. Pulled some pretty cool cards like this thing here. Orcish Bowmasters. This card is like $40 to $50. It's crazy. But there is some cool stuff I pulled. So I opened some vintage Lord of the Rings packs as well from 1995. Pulled some sick cards. Professor Oak, shout out to him. He pulled the One Ring. Really cool that he got to do that on his channel live. That was pretty sick. But let's take a look at some of the stuff I got, shall we? So you can't. This is my guy. This is my effing guy, Sam the Loyal Attendant. I absolutely loved Sam in the movies. Absolutely loved it. He was like one of my main favorite characters. Saruman the White Hand, sick freaking cards. I love the freaking, there was like common like orc cards that I absolutely loved. Some of the art on these is insane. Spiteful Banditry. These are the epics, I believe, with the orange. So I just set those aside. You got Glam Ring. Really cool looking. Looks like Gandalf the gray or white there. Tough to tell with the light. Really sick looking cards. Some of them, some of the art cards were absolutely insane. Gotta love Aragorn. This one's cool. Saruman of Many Colors. Can't beat it. Look at that sunset. And then, of course, Gandalf the White. Now, I got some of the cards I'm going to grade. So none of those are probably going to get graded. But these are the cards I planned on grading. So there's like you get a reverse foil in every pack, which is pretty cool. But I pulled a Gandalf the Grey in reverse. This card is not expensive at all, but it looked freaking dope. Balrog Duran's Bane. Really sick, like full art looking card. Just loved it. It's going to look sick in the CDC slab. This card was like one of the first ones I pulled. Really cool Gollum reverse foil. Not hard to get. It's like a common, but you don't get tons of reverse foils. Another Gollum. This one was just really cool. I like the inscription around it from like the rings. I pulled like 3 of these perforated, 2 or 3, yeah, of these perforated rings. They're just like token cards. They're not tough to pull. Obviously, I pulled 3 of them in one box, but it'll look pretty cool. It's pretty shiny. It's a shiny looking ring. If it's a ring, you gotta grade it. So this is the ring from the 1995 set. One of them, the Dwarven ring. Here's a fair gold ring pulled from the set. This is one of the cool ones. Beautiful gold ring. Absolutely love this card. Very cool. You gotta grade the Legolas. And then also you got Merry. I actually pulled the Frodo out of a pack like a month ago. He's already getting graded, so some really cool cards there. Good forward to getting those things graded. I think I submitted the first ever of that set from 1995 to CDC. Because when I submitted it, I had to fill out all this crap to send them in. Because it wasn't identified to them as a game, which is pretty cool. So looking forward to getting some of those graded. PSA grades them, or has graded those in the past. Nobody's ever graded them with CDC because there's like no money in it at all. So, but there's some pretty cool looking cards. Even this one, I was thinking about grading it, but just some pretty cool stuff. None of these cards have card numbers either, which I thought was really weird. The 1995 cards, really strange. Something I'd never seen before, I don't think, and like, I guess I don't know tons and tons of TCGs, but I thought it was pretty cool. So that's happening. I got my finally got my stuff ready for not CollectCon, the National. I'm only bringing probably like 12, 15 slabs with me in my backpack. What the hell is it? Right here. Let's take a look right here. Shout out Zion cases. Dang, I almost broke that shit. Let's take a look and see what I got, shall we? Get this thing zipped. Take a look. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, I didn't fill this whole thing up. No need. I don't plan on doing a whole bunch of wheeling and dealing. So I got some bubble wrap there filling. A lot of the stuff though is some high-end stuff. Some of the God cards, PSA 10 from the GBI set. My only Alpha the Magic Gathering card, pretty cool. CGC 9. My extra Needleworm from the Tournament Pack Series 3. This is the card that's like 20 grand in a PSA 10. Not in a 9. There's like pop 5 in a PSA 10. Drowsy, the one and only perfect first edition card. Pretty cool card. Just some show-off cards. Show some people. You never know what might end up in a deal, though. Blue Eyes. Bandai, taking it with me. Taking some of these Black Label cards. And some extras. So we got, this is a PSA 9 first edition Zapdos. That's an extra. That is ready to be sold and moved. And some first edition WotC. Just all 9s, basically. Just been chilling on them. So, taking some stuff just to throw into trades or whatever if I see and want to do something like that. But I know a lot of people aren't going to want to deal in Pokemon in this place. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I know when I went to CollectCon, I didn't do a whole lot of wheeling and dealing even there. It was more of the me getting a better value just paying cash most of the time, because when you're dealing with vendors, a lot of the times they're gonna rake you over the coals because they're there to make profit. They're not gonna give you 1-for-1 on your card's true value at all. So that's what ends up happening most of the time. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the National. Looking forward to it. Again, I'll be there Friday. Doors are at 10 for public. God, I hope it's not that bad of a line. We'll see. I'm staying at the hotel like across the street, so it won't be too bad. Kind of play it by eye. Can maybe watch and see the lines die down, which would be nice. So that's all happening. Lots of stuff at CGC. I did my 51 card reholder. It's on its way back right now, which is pretty cool. I think I'll get it back by the beginning of next week, it seems like. And that has a lot of freaking awesome cards. Still waiting on, I think it is my reholders from, not the reholders, the crossovers from like the PSA, the SGC slabs, and the BGS slabs. That is kind of the big one. I did submit a bulk submission. I submitted it, I believe I shipped it on the 20th, and they haven't even technically, no. In Pirate Ship, it says it was delivered on the 20th. They have yet to enter it into their system as received yet. So that's slightly terrifying. Stay tuned on that one. But really looking forward to getting to see a bunch of people out there. It's going to be exciting. Looking forward to CollectCon also. A lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool... I know the Yu-Gi-Oh! Group also has an entire section, which is freaking awesome. You'll have Rux in there, Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! It's probably Simo, a whole bunch of the other guys, which will be pretty cool to go over there and check that out. I'm going to have to abandon my sales booth for a little while, but totally worth it. So don't get to see those guys. This will be my first time meeting a lot of them in person. Ruxin had just did a box break of my Cybernetic Revolution box, which was pretty cool, and they pulled the Cyber Dragon Ultimate Rare, which was awesome. So looking forward to meet him finally after talking to him for quite a bit on Instagram. So that'll be cool. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a riot. Let me know if you're going to that. I definitely would love to hook up with you there, see you there. My wife's going to be going. This will be her first Collecticon, so that'll be pretty awesome to have her get the full experience, especially the experience of me going as a seller to see kind of what I'm dealing with. She knows I'm going there and usually putting in a hell of a lot of work. So just for her to get there and see it firsthand, see what goes into it, because it's not just an 8-hour day. You're getting there 8 a.m. set up, you're tearing down 6 p.m. Like, it's a long effing day. So it's going to be interesting to see her thoughts on the whole thing, and it'll be cool to have her there almost as like a videographer. If I want to, I could be like, hey, turn on your phone real quick, record this or record that. That'll be pretty sweet to have my hands off getting some type of recordings, and I hope to do that a little bit here in the National and see how that goes. That'll be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. I'll definitely be doing like a National recap video. That'll be pretty awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be live on Sunday yet. Depends on what time I get home from the National. That'll be interesting. But appreciate all the love and support. Watch on the podcast, the weekly uploads. We're almost to episode 30. I think episode 30 is next week. So check in for that. Link down below in the description. Appreciate all the love and support. Y'all have a good one. Peace.